I'm here with Joseline, and this is a very special moment. So, I just wanted to say before we start talking that, this is not a forced conversation. We didn't coerce each other to have this discussion. Nobody paid each other. She didn't pay me. I didn't pay her for this. This is for us to really just express ourselves and our feelings and really tell the truth about what happened. So, and why we are here. So that's what I want to say initially. But yeah, it's crazy. We ran into each other the other day.
I don't know if they're gonna believe it. I'm still kind of like not believing it, how we ran into each other at the mall or outside of the restaurant. When we after we talked to the lawyers. That was crazy.
So just so they know, you had your lawyers and we had our lawyers.
Right.
Talking.
Right.
Trying to find some solution.
Right, for the last few weeks. And literally that day, after that day, that night, which was just like a few days ago, I was like, I told Bonnie and Ballistic, I was like, let's go get something to eat. Let's get out of the house. Literally, I know I was going to run into you. That's the craziest shit. I'm still kind of shocked, to be for real. I'm still like, I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
Because it's been a lot going on. Like a lot. So, I don't know. I don't know if it was God. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah.
As far as like us running into each other the way that we did. You didn't want to talk to me. You was like, I talked to Ballistic. I went to talk to your ass.
Because you came in hot. You was recording me.
No, I know.
He was like, hey, but this guy right here, she was going off. And I just said, I can't do that right now. And I agree, she was very emotional. And I will say it was extremely random. I was in the car eating McDonald's. And I never eat McDonald's. And I just was in the valet area at the mall, and my security kind of ended up like they were like in front of the car, and then they got in front of you, and then it was like we
talked for a long time.
Yeah, and then it was like Joseline and Ballistic, and I was like, all right, I didn't expect that, and then we just you kind of were expressing yourself, and then I said, hey, I'm down to talk to Ballistic, and then before, because you were pretty frustrated and I didn't want to get frustrated, so Ballistic and I talked for a good minute, and then I think once we had a pretty solid understanding of everything, you came in, and then we started to have a real heart-to-heart. And I know you were expressing yourself. You were very emotional, and you were very genuine, and I was listening to your heart and what you were saying, and I felt like, hey, this is worth us really sitting down and talking more about it, and maybe independent of lawyers and teams and all that, maybe we just talk and have dinner. And I think once we talked, and I got LJ and Jason on the phone, we just started to kind of go through everything, and then we had dinner the next day, and then we talked about it, and we said, hey, maybe it's important to publicly just talk about some of the things that were said. And I think for me that was really important, because my character, my integrity is everything for me, just like I know it is for you. And no matter how mad people get and frustrated, I just think that it's important to always be truthful about certain things. And so for me, when I heard some of the things that you said on social media, because I went live a couple times, it did break my heart, and it was very emotional. And you have a powerful voice in our culture, in our community. And so when whether you say things, whether you mean it or not, or whether you hear things and you're echoing those sentiments, it still means something. So I just was very, very much hurt, and very much disheartened by specifically some things that you said. And so I did write them down, just a few, because he did say a lot. But I'm not gonna get into everything. But for me, just saying the whole Diddy Jr. comparison, just implying any type of criminal or abusive conduct, was like that was very hurtful, because that's not me. That's not who I am. And no offense, I know he has children and family, and I'm not a part of that whole situation. But I'm me. I'm Lemmy. And so when somebody compares me to somebody in that way, I do take offense to it. It was also just the trafficking women. That's not me. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. I've never done that. I've never been arrested. I've never been to jail. I've never been to prison. I've never been accused of any crime in my life. I'm not going to say my age, but for all the years that I've lived, I've never had to experience that. And then, just being violent towards Janisha and Scotty, and when you said that, that kind of hurt. And, it was a lot of things. There's no dead bodies at Zeus. I actually thought that was funny. The dead bodies comment was actually pretty hilarious, because we've never been attached to a dead body in our life at Zeus or been a part of anything like that. And then my dad being a part of an Israeli mob group, that's just the furthest thing from the truth. So I just, it's just little things like that that just really, and obviously there was other things that just were completely false and untrue. And I know we talked about it outside of doing this video. And so, I just, I know we both thought it'd be important to address that. And for them to hear from you, from them to hear from me, because it's important for us to, forgiveness is important. But, you've been a content partner at Zeus for many years, and you have brought tremendous value to the network, and you have meant a lot to me personally, and professionally. And so when I heard that, it just, like I said, it just kind of broke my heart. And so I did cry about it. I was hurt by it. And I'm sure you were hurt in your own way, because, and I want to say this because there's no universe. And just so everybody knows, she is 1,000% pregnant, okay? Can they see that you're pregnant, Joseline? So they know. I don't know if you want to stand up so they can see. So all the rumors of her being pregnant is just, yes, there you go. And you look good. You look good too.
Thank you. You might not can see it too much because I'm like.
Yes.
I feel like I'm pretty big though without.
You look great. You look great. So
people love to talk.
So we can end the rumors of her not being pregnant.
I didn't know that was a rumor.
There was a rumor when all this was happening. People, she's not pregnant. I heard quite a few people saying, but I wanted to say I say that to say there's no universe where I would ever intentionally or even unintentionally try to harm you or your unborn child. And I know you had mentioned that, you felt like because of certain business decisions that I was making, that was intended to hurt you or to cause your unborn child to be not born or to be affected. And I want to say that's not the case. And I do want to say I do apologize for how certain decisions that I made you feel. That's never my intention to make you feel any kind of way or to cause harm to you. So, I do apologize for how you feel about what you felt I did. I did, you start your own network and you had some projects, and I felt a certain way about all of that because of how it went down. And, I'm always going to support you. I'm always going to support, everything that you envision and what you desire. So, for me, it was just important to just let everybody know, and you specifically, that I would never do anything to try to cause harm to you and your child or your family ever in life. That's not even in me in general. So, but I do love you and I care about you, and I do appreciate this moment. That's all I got to say.
Well, thank you for saying that you love me. I love you back. And truly, I am very disappointed at myself for going about it that way. And I truly regret from the bottom of my heart everything that happened. Anything that I said and went online to say. Like, I really, truly regret that, and it was wrong. We are definitely a lot closer than that. I know that being pregnant brings a lot of other emotions, and we've been through we bring through so many things that people don't know about.
Right.
We've been through a lot of things throughout the past 7 years, and I've never went online to say anything about anything that we went through. So I'm very disappointed in myself, and I regret that from the bottom of my heart, because I was super shocked about how everything went down. I was shocked. I was in distress, and I feel like I was like, what is happening here? Like, I couldn't understand what was going on. My mind was just like not in a place to understand what was happening. And some of the things I said was wrong. Everything I said was wrong. I should have never went about it like that. I should have never went online. I should have never did any of that stuff. And I should have really try to go about it another way. Speak to you, talk to you, and not even let my emotions take me to that place. Because I do love you very much, and I feel like we made history, and I feel like we put something so special together for many years. And the regret that I have is not, I can't even start to talk about it. It was wrong. It was wrong, and I feel bad about it. I feel horrible about it, and it was a lot to deal with. I was very emotional for those first 3 months. I mean, I think people don't understand. We've been going through this for a few months now, and it really took, got the better of me for sure. And I am sorry, like I told you already. I apologized the other day, twice already, when I seen you back to back.
Yeah.
And I'm still shocked that we're here and even talking about it.
Yeah.
Just because it's a lot. It was a lot that happened.
Yeah.
It was a lot that happened, but I feel like this time it was just like, okay, we're done. This is it. There's no more going back. We're over. There's no more cabaret. There's no more relationship. There's no more nothing. And look at God, brought us right back together. I couldn't believe I seen you the other day at the mall. I was shocked that I seen you.
Yeah.
But Listy didn't want to pull over. I was like, no, pull over. Let's go talk to him. Let's go see. I know the lawyers have been going back and forth, but I wanted to see you in your face and talk to you. And I don't know why I feel like that, but I wanted to have a conversation with you face to face. I feel sometimes like the lawyers can't communicate how we feel.
Yeah.
Right. And they always just going back and forth however they want to do it. Everything's got to be so perfect and how they want to do it in order for things to move forward. And I just didn't want things to move forward like that. I respect you. I respect your family. And I feel horrible about some of the things that I said, and I still do. And so even with the lawyers, they don't think this is a good idea for us to even be having a conversation. But I feel truly in my heart that this needed to happen.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to happen, and I want to apologize to you and tell you how truly sorry I am. And this will never happen again, no matter what I go through. It was also a learning experience for me. Because I feel like I've been forever just kind of playing such this hard shell. But this really showed me that I do have emotions, and that I can, break down just like anybody else can.
Yeah.
So this has been a learning experience for me. But, even the fact that I got to come sit in your face and just apologize about my wrongdoing, it's something that I regret very much so, and I'm having to stand up like a woman. And and I told you my feelings. I told you that I feel hard. I feel like you wanted to hurt me. I truly feel like that. And I told you that. I told you how I was feeling, and I told you that, I feel like it didn't meant to go down like that.
Yeah.
Because I've been with you for 7 years. I started, when you first came out, I was one of the first persons there. So I was like, damn, Lemmuel, we can't go out like this. So, I also want to apologize for not taking the initiative to maybe blow your phone up
Yeah.
Maybe I should have been blowing you out. Maybe I should have been just calling more. Maybe I should have been like, nah, it's not like that. It's like this. And maybe the middleman couldn't have taken control of everything. And then us being here now. I feel like we couldn't really communicate, you know? And I know you're so busy. So it's like, it's just like, it was one of those things. I didn't want to call your brother, even though I have a great communication with your brother, LJ, and with Jason. But, you know, obviously, if they got to pick a side, they got to.
Not always.
They got to.
Not
but
always.
they got to. You know, you're their blood family. So it's like, for me, it's like, okay, she's feeling this way right now. Okay, we got to take Lemmy's side, which is understandable because obviously Ballistic is going to take my side. So everybody's got to. Okay, we got to separate for a minute, but I just feel horrible. I feel horrible, and I'm just like, damn, like when I see you, maybe that's why my heart was like, you need to go talk to him. Even though Melissa didn't want to stop, he stopped. I was like, no, you gotta stop.
Well, sorry.
No, that's just you can talk.
First of all, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, and I 1000% accept your apology. I forgive you, and I love you, and I appreciate everything that you said prior to this moment, and even in this moment. So I thank you for that, and again, I'm apologetic as well for how I've made you feel, and again, that's not in my heart to try to make you feel like I'm doing something in any type of way to cause harm, meaning with the business of things. And you know, when I communicated that I felt a certain way about, you know, the agreement, you know, I do feel like, you know, I wish things would have been a little different and we could have handled it differently. But we're here now, and this is a blessing, and this is a beautiful moment, and it shows growth. It shows that, you know, we as humans could hold ourselves accountable, and I think it just shows how strong our bond and relationship is from a personal and business perspective. And so I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you and your new baby on the way. Excuse me. I got a song, by the way, called Baby on the Way. So,
oh my God. I'm going to play it at the baby shower.
But with your baby on the way, and I'm beyond excited for you and Ballistic, and I think it's going to be a beautiful new chapter for you guys. And I can tell you that this new chapter with me and Scotty having a baby is changed me. And I think you even said that.
I said that. I feel like I felt when I spoke to you, when I ran into you Friday and then seen you Saturday, I told Ballistic, I was like, I'm talking to like a new person. And I feel like I haven't spoken to you prior to Friday and Saturday, like maybe like 6 months before.
Yeah.
I feel like in the past 6 months, like you completely, even the way everything about you is like, it's not the same. Like I told my husband, I was like, I'm like, that's not the same Lemmy I know for 6 months ago. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if it's the baby, I don't know what it is. I don't know what he got going on over there, but I just feel like when I was talking to you, you don't even use the same words anymore.
Right.
It's crazy. Like I don't know what that is, but I just
the baby, man, it's the baby girl. I had a baby girl.
You had a baby girl, yeah. It changed.
LJ changed too. You know, he got a baby boy.
He got a baby boy, yeah. Yeah. So just talking to you, I was like
blind.
It's what happened?
I can't see.
Put your glasses on.
I got sunglasses. These aren't prescription. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, yeah. Of course. Sorry. You know, we're raw, so we don't care.
You don't have prescription?
No, not on the sunglasses, but listen, we said everything we need to say. Thank you. I appreciate you. And this is great. I do want to say I'm proud of not only the baby, but you have started your own network. So congratulations on Why Are You Here TV.
Thank you.
And anybody out there doing these bots and her stuff, stop botting her page. Stop spamming her page. She thinks it's me. It's not me. So I'm just letting y'all know it's not me. So I know that's important. But, you know, please don't stop spamming or botting either one of us. But I am proud of your new network and your new business venture. So I think, I'm excited to see where it goes.
It's my husband that works for the 25,000.
Y'all network, you guys are partners.
We're married. It's my husband's network, and you know how it came about. Ballistic just.
Lemmuel Plummer posted a picture with Joseline Hernandez, and he added Joseline with a sad face emoji, a praying hands emoji, and a red heart. He said, Joseline and I had a heart-to-heart and addressed everything. Honest conversation, mutual understanding, accountability, growth, with a red heart emoji. He also said, at Joseline, love, truth, accountability, forgiveness, understanding, health, growth, grace, perspective, peace. And I said, love you, Joseline, but this is some bullshit. After all of that, this was the outcome. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a playlist with those videos that I posted before of her threatening to sue him and all of the things that she accused him of and his replies. I'm going to make a whole playlist of all of that stuff. Okay. And I'm going to pin it at the top of the comment section so you can go back and see what was said to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying and why I'm saying it, how I'm saying it. If you end up watching any of those videos, always leave a comment, even if you're just saying hi. It'll let me know that you were there. And I'm going to respond to everybody that I can. What do you guys think about them kissing and making up, if you want to call it that? What do you guys think? Do you think that they were supposed to do this? Or do you think that they should still be battling it out in court? Like we were told, we were told we were going to see a fight. We were told it was going to be a bloodbath. And not only did we not get any blood, all we got was them throwing tampons at us. And this is, anyways, to let me know you made it until the end of the video. Secret password to say in the comment section is if you wanted them to go to war, if you think they should still go to court, if you're upset that this and that did, shout out to Orlando Brown and Raven Simone. If you get the reference, you get the reference. Lord, these big Negro lips done tripped over each other again. But here's the thing. So if you think that they should go to war, say war. If you think that things should be peaceful, like how they are now, where they're all lovey-dovey, whatever you want to call it, they're apologizing to each other and all this cupcake and shit. If you think it was supposed to go down like this, then say peace. If you want it to be a peaceful thing between them. That'll let me know which side you're on. If you don't know or if you're unsure, say, I don't know. If you don't care, say, I don't care. If you don't care, why you here? If you say, I don't care, I'm going to spit in your hair. No, seriously. I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section. You shouldn't be here if you don't care, you non-caring piece of. Anyways, I know nobody made it this long in the video anyway. They were sitting there talking for a cool 20 minutes. Lemmuel, I hope you don't mind me putting this video up in here. Let's just say fair use. But anyways, Joseline, Lemmuel Plummer, you know, I really thought that it was going to be a hot summer, my Jesus. I thought that these two, you know, she called that man the devil and, you know, she is the Puerto Rican princess. And I just thought that, I just thought, you know, Puerto Rican women are just like Dominican women. A lot of them are very spicy. Okay. Not all of you, but enough of you are spicy. Okay. And Joseline is definitely one of the spicy ones. And I swore that this was going to be something insane. I was like, okay, you know, Lemmy, they call the man Lemmy Pepper, and he done ran into Hot Pepper over here. He done in his match. Like, he does not know who he's playing. And I was like, my girl Joseline about to dig and is behind, you dig. But it didn't happen like that. So, I mean, in all honesty, I usually don't like conflict, but I was here to see this one. I really wanted to know how this is going to turn out. And then I made some videos recently because when they were warring with each other, that was back in April, 2 months ago. And people were wondering why I just the other day, you know, posted my videos about what had happened about 2 months ago. People were really confused like me. Why are you posting this stuff now? I'm checking right now live as I'm talking to you to figure out like around what date was that I posted those 5-6 videos over maybe like a 2 or 3 day period or whatever. And it was, you know, her in the car. It was him at that restaurant or wherever he was. Let me see. I posted the videos on the 13th. Yeah, June 13th, June 14th, June 15th. Yeah. So over a 3 day period, I guess. I'm pretty sure those are the exact dates. So that was about, you know, 9 days ago that I started posting those videos because today is June 24th. And people were wondering why would you post like 2 month or about 2 month old videos now? And the reason why is because I'm psychic. And I knew that something was about to happen with their situation. I told you guys that I'm psychic. So either I'm just saying, either I posted the videos late because I was procrastinating or whatever, and I'm just bullshitting you, or I really am psychic. Like, how many times can I keep telling y'all that I'm psychic? Okay. But anyways, let me stop being stupid. Make sure y'all click thumbs up. It's free. Subscribe. It's free. Choose all notifications. It's free. Do you think that I'm psychic? If y'all think that I'm psychic, say I am, and that'll let me know you think that I am psychic. If you think that I'm not psychic, and there was another reason why I waited so long to post those videos, say airhead, that'll let me know you think that I'm just an airhead, and that's why y'all think that I'm on some Porsche stuff. Okay. Y'all know that Porsche, I heard that Porsche was at the Toy Story 5 movie and she thought it was Toy Story 3. But maybe Porsche doesn't know that there's scene 3 and 5. I should possibly make a video about that because it is Porsche. Let me know below if you want to see that video. Say, post the Porsche video or something like that. Anyways, before you leave, it's free to click thumbs up. It's free to subscribe, and it's free to choose all notifications. And that way you'll be alerted when the videos get posted. What's not free is sending me a one-time donation by Super Thanks or by becoming a channel member and getting an awesome badge next to your name. And in that way, everybody will know that you're part of the team here, basically. When I say a part of the team, I mean a supporter of the channel. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that you're like, you're on my team or anything like that, okay? I'm not saying, you're wearing like a meat jersey or thumbs up and subscribe. Also, what do you think about Joseline versus Lemmuel Plummer? And remember, the video playlist will be posted and pinned at the top of the comments. That way you can go see it and see, for those who missed it, for those who are not caught up, you can go ahead and get caught up right now if you want to.